To Texas, out into a wildlife rescue that my niece has built her new home on with her husband, and they have rescue horses, pigs, you name it, they've got it, and it's just this wonderful place. There's no internet, there's no there's no
Tappy tappy.
Yeah, there you go. There's nothing. You're disconnected from the world. And so, but anyway, on the way there, we found this old radio station. I don't even know where it was from. I told my daughter Vincenza I was like, get that radio station. That's really cool. We'll listen to it when we come down. But it was a kind of like a Thanksgiving special. So they were playing like all these really old songs like Elvira. And it's just such a happy song. Did it make you happy when Diamond played it?
I don't know that song.
You don't know it?
It was a treat.
Voice.
It was a treat.
I don't even know what year it came out, but what year did it come out? Was it
something?
Was it 70 something?
I think so.
Yeah,
early 70s.
That would make sense because I can remember. I don't remember what year, but I remember liking
81.
the song. 81.
Oh, really?
Okay, in 81. That makes sense. Yeah.
Right,
But anyway. Let's get to our talk.
Okay.
How about that? All right. So Kip Watson, if you're just now joining us, is a licensed professional counselor and supervisor, and she's also a sports psychology professional with 2 master's degrees and nearly 20 years of experience with athletes, coaches, families, and corporate teams. She is a certified high-performance coach, a former professional athlete, and mom of 2 teenagers, and you can find her on Twitter at KipFit. Today we're talking about how to intentionally generate happiness. 3 simple tips. Okay.
Yes.
You know, as kids, we're very clear about what creates happiness for the most part.
Yes.
And so why do we lose that as adults?
Well, I think when we're kids, we're really self-centric. Like all we want to do is go out and do the things that are fun.
We just want to have fun.
We just want to have fun.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what being a kid is about, right?
Play.
And it's play. And as you get older, then there's more self-awareness. And you start to realize like there's other things that start to then take priority, right? And things change, things shift.
like having to earn money to pay your bills. That's a huge one.
Yes,
yeah, that'll suck the life out of you.
Yeah. Yes. And in modern lingual, like you have to start adulting.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Yes.
I bought my daughter an oven mitt about adulting at the store, and it says adulting is BS, but it says the whole word. I thought it was funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
But why is adulting so difficult? It seems like it's more difficult too for young people now. I don't know why. I don't know.
Like a failure to launch thing?
I don't know.
Well,
I just feel like I was adulting when I was 10, it felt like, I mean, we had responsibilities around the house. And,
Right.
I mean, we got to play, but I had responsibilities at a very early age.
Well, I had my first job when I was 7th grade, delivering the paper, right?
Yep,
that was my first job. So, and I had that responsibility of collecting, delivering.
Yeah.
And it was a job.
Yeah.
But I was 12 years old.
No, I used to deliver
and I
papers
don't
too.
think I think the generations of youth kind of have stopped doing that. We've delayed that where now it is like they want to keep having fun and keep having play.
Yeah.
And they don't quite understand like that there's sort of this
and
melding.
Parents are coddling.
Well, right.
Yeah.
We're going to have those guys on next week, which I'm so excited about. But we're tending to coddle the American mind instead of, help them grow into responsibility and being contributors.
Well, so, why as we age, why does our self-awareness increase and our lack of happiness diminish? So is that what you're saying, that that's just to be expected?
Well, I think you become more aware of sort of, even what there's good and evil. There's responsibility. There are jobs and things that have to get done. It isn't just all about play. So it can feel like life is not as happy as it was when we were a kid. And now, given that, we got to be more intentional as adults in choosing the things and doing the things and creating things or situations or experience that do generate a sense of joy.
So what are you've got 3 tips.
Yes.
What are they?
First one is very simple, although it may challenge you. All right, make
I doubt
a
it.
list Well, for you, this is probably going to be easy. You're right. For you, this may be easy. For others, this may be more of a
I
challenge.
have fun every day.
Make a list of 100 things. 100.
100.
100
long.
things
That's a
that
lot.
make you happy or remind you of really what truly lights you up.
100?
100.
Okay.
Like, go for it. Like,
All
100.
of your things always include like a lot of work and making.
That's not a lot
meetings
of work.
and,
Like, have
like-
the list. How is that? That's
Intentionally
not a
creating
meeting.
happiness takes work. You
Right.
gotta adult your life.
Okay,
about-
let me ask you as a sex counselor. Okay, do you think that couples should schedule sex? We've had this discussion many times with Kip.
It depends on what they, because spontaneity is sometimes really important for some people.
Absolutely.
Sometimes it's not so important.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess it depends upon the personality. I
Right.
just thought I'd
Yeah.
bring it up. Okay,
Yeah.
so isn't looking forward to something absolutely vital? In fact, I was reading somewhere that like looking forward to something is better than actually what you're looking forward to when you experience it.
Yes, that's often the case, is that the
Yeah.
looking forward to it is much more ideal than the real actual experience that you have. But that's my tip number 2 is you got to take yourself actually on a happiness date. It doesn't have to be expensive. Like for me, happiness is a cup of coffee out on my porch for an hour with my fashion magazine, right? That's a happiness date for me.
Play
right?
guitar for a while.
Yeah.
Is that what you do?
Yeah.
You got to block hours in your week somewhere in your calendar where there's no work, no chores, no responsibilities, no phone, no Facebook, and just do something that makes you happy.
I think here's what I think makes you happy is having a good attitude and having constant gratitude for where you are. You know, you see it all over. You see people that are doing jobs that are not jobs that would typically make someone happy, like being a garbage collector or just doing some of these menial labor jobs like, you know, out in the fields, picking tomatoes, whatever it is. But a lot of times those people have a big smile on their face because they choose to be happy.
It's
They
a practice.
choose. It is a practice. They have in their heart, they're happy, and it comes out in their body, their mind, their spirit, everything. Right?
Well, and that's tip number 3 is definitely whatever you do, keep a gratitude journal. Like write it down. Every single day, write down 3 things that you are grateful for, whether it's a small thing like the cup of coffee, which is often on my gratitude
Do you
list,
have to write
or
it down?
something
Because I don't.
bigger.
I'm grateful all day long. I'm grateful for my home. I'm grateful for my heat, my food, my
Research shows that, yes, when you get into the practice of writing it down, you actually experience more joy and happiness because there's something that happens with
when you write it down.
with that habit.
Interesting.
Yes.
Really interesting.
And write it. Don't type it.
Don't type it.
Correct.
Oh, and your
Write
phone,
it.
like
Yeah,
text
don't-
it to yourself.
Not a digital journal,
Put it
but
on
a
paper.
written journal.
Well, okay, so you know we opened about Elvira. Music makes me happy. Listening to a song that brings back a memory from my childhood or something makes me happy. It just little things can make you so happy.
Well, that's actually how I did my list of 100. I went back to my Peanuts days and put happiness is.
Oh,
and
cute.
I wrote them out.
so cute.
Right?
I love it. I do. Kip Watson, always a pleasure. Thank you so much. James West, thank you for being in studio with us.
Thank you.
And I really enjoyed it. I did. I hope everyone out there listening enjoyed it. You know what? Another quick shout out to our sponsors, great companies like the H Hemp Company. My goodness.
Sun Warrior. Squatty
Paleo
Potty.
Magazine, the International Society of Sports Nutrition, the Wellbeing Journal. Who am I forgetting?
Squatty Potty.
Squatty Potty. Get yours. They work. Everyone, you get one body, you get one mind, and you get one life. Get out there today and make the most of it.